Hello everyone and welcome to this new video tutorial. In this video tutorial and the next videos in this series, where I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks in Microsoft PowerPoint, but also I will show you how you could create and edit a PowerPoint presentation. So to open PowerPoint, you can always click with the right button of the mouse in the desktop. You select New and you click Microsoft PowerPoint and you name your presentation. And you click enter to save it. Otherwise, you can always go to the search tab loop and you type PowerPoint, and here you will have the desktop application. You can always click on it to open it. However, if you have opened your PowerPoint with the second choice or second option, then before you close it, you will have to make sure to go and to save your presentation in the location which you want. For instance, I will just close the second example and I will open the one which I have already in my desktop. So here we will go and create a simple and easy presentation which will contain just few types of data, which is numbers, text, pictures, and hyperlinks. So for now, I will just click to add new. However, I can always change this layout type by clicking on layout at home, and I will select title and content, or you can just leave it title slide. And you can always go to design to select the type of the design which you want to apply to your layouts or to your presentation. There are different types and you will have to choose the one which you like, but also which is adequate to your to what you are working on. If it's a presentation for your study or for your work or for fun presentation, whatever. So now we have selected the design which we wanted to use. You can always go to the variants. You leave the themes section and you go to the variants. And here you can always select what variants you want to use. And you can always go through to select the one which fits your presentation or your need. Also here you can format the background. And you can select either solid fill, gradient fill, picture texture fill, pattern fill, or whatever colors you want and the style which you want. As PowerPoint gives you unlimited choices and also very nice designs to use. So for now I will just select the second variant which I like, and we'll just leave it this way. So here we are going to click inside the slides and select the title which we want to use, and this is the main title. And the subtitle, you can always put the author's name. And you can always change the font. So we are going to go back to click at home. And here you can just select the text. And here you can just click with the right button of the mouse. The quick menu will appear. So here you can select to make it bold. And also to change, we can always click in the font type and type or select the font which you want to use, and also the size which you want to use. Once done, you can always reduce the size of the text box and you can always drag it down to the place where you want to put it. And once you are done, you just stop clicking and it should be fine. Also the title, you can do the same and it should be fine. To reposition the text or the title, you can always reduce the size of the text box and you can play with it to put it up or down or wherever you want. So it really matters where you want to position your title and how aesthetically it is nice. The next, to add additional slides, we will go just to new slides and you can always just click. However, if you have selected the wrong type of slides, let's say we have selected titles without contents, you can always go to layout, make sure to select the slide which you want to change and you click on layout, and here you can select title and content or whatever layout type which you want and which fit your need. The title and content allow you to add many things. So here you can always retype again or type the title which you want, and let's make some little typo. as you can see, I have made a typo and it's already being highlighted or underlined by a red line. So you have to click with the right button of the mouse and you click to select the correction of the word. Sometimes Microsoft PowerPoint will not give you the closest the word exactly which you are looking for. It will give you just close suggestion to what you have entered. So you can always Google it. So we'll click again. And in this slide with content, you have different type of contents. You have insert table in this little icons, insert chart, insert a smart graphic, picture, online pictures, which will when you want to look for pictures online, and also on insert video. So now we will just put or input the content of the presentation. So let's say we want to put, instead of the bullets, we want to put numbers. So you can go to the top and select numbering and you click with it. If you don't like the way of numbering, you can always click on the arrow and select the way of numbering which you want. And you can always select mixture, bullet and numbering, and you click on it. And here you see the bullets type, and you can select the type which you want with arrows, confirmation marks or check marks, filled square bullet. There are many styles, and also you can click on color to change it. For instance, I wanted black, and you can even change the size of percentage of the text. So we'll go back to number, and we are going to select number 1, and we are going to OK. You can always change the starting number from 1 to 2 or 3 or whatever number. So we are going to click OK. As you can see here, I have a number which is not very much visible. So we are going to type the title or the introduction, the content of our presentation, of our Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. Okay. Now that we have finished putting the content of our presentation in the second slide, I have realized that I want to add an additional text on the right side of the initial text. So I will just click to select this square, reduce the size of it, and you can click anywhere in the slide itself, and you go to insert, you look for text box, and you select text box, and you just drag it, and you have section where you can type your text. So now we are going to input the text. So let's say we want to enter the IT phone number. Now that we have the text ready, we can just click and drag it wherever we want, and we can also select it to change the color of it to red. Now that we are done, I discovered that I have made a little mistake in the text. So hotel income or hotel, I can always call it hotel management review. So as you can see, since the text is too big, I'm having a problem with making it. So sometimes it is better to not type the text at once, but what you can do, you drag the title a bit up, and then you create an additional text box just under your title, and you type the word which you want to use. You make sure to select the same font. You select again, and it's and also the same size. We're gonna select 54, and we're gonna make it bold so that it's totally matching. Next step, we'll reduce the text box size, and we're gonna drag our text just under it to have it fully match. Here we're gonna select just to put black text to match exactly our text, or to match the title below. Now we have a total match. So the next slide, we are going to add some pictures. So the title will be locations, let's say. Again, we're gonna edit the text, and here we're gonna click on pictures, and we're gonna enter the pictures which we want to use. so that we have our pictures open. So we're going to select the locations which we want to use. We're going to click insert. As you can see, guys, there are many pictures. So editing them manually one by one is going to be very difficult. So I would just suggest you to select all of the pictures. So you are going to press Control or Shift to select all the pictures. So we're going to select them again. And the next step will be picture. Are going to go to Format section, as it will get open for you the choice, and you will click Picture Layout. And here, guys, we are going to go through all the layouts which are available for us to edit our pictures. There are many layouts, and this will allow you to crop or reduce the size of the pictures, but also to get the possibility to add text to it or to organize it in different ways. Now that I have selected the layout which I want, we can go to the design and select which design we would like to. And I will invite you to go through the design which you like, and you can also change the colors when you select on color section. Now, as you can see, the picture looks very small. They look very small, so you will have just to click on this little in the square, and you drag until the picture size gets bigger to fit fully the page. And here you just click on this little arrow and you can enter the text for each picture. So let's type the name of each location. Now that we have finished entering the name of each location, we are going always to review if we have done any mistake or any typo. It should be having a red line under the word or under the sentence. So now we're gonna click out so that you can see. Now that we have added a text or a legend to each picture's location, we can now add additional slide and title and content again. And now you can go and select the video which you want to add. So we are going to click on the last option, and here I'm not connected to the internet for now, but I have the video saved in my download folder. So here it says you need internet connection. We're gonna click just work offline if we have the video on our desktop or in our computer. I'm going to drag, and here I have the folder ready. So I'm going to select the video which I want to use. So let's select this one, insert. You will have to wait until the PowerPoint inserts the media. This might take some time. So here it says PowerPoint is upgrading the media to file to optimize compatibility and playback. So you will have to be a bit patient until it's fully done, because this is converting ongoing. However, please make sure to not include a very long or very big video, because this might lead to the multiple crashes of Microsoft PowerPoint. So now the video is fully converted and Microsoft PowerPoint is ready to go. So I'm going just to click inside my video, and I will just reduce it or reduce the size of it and leave the video here. You can always go to playback, and here you will have additional tool. You can start in click sequence, and you can also click on volume, and you can rise up the volume of your video from low to high or even mute it. You can also click on insert captation and insert subtitles, which is for the subtitles. And you can also edit the video, reduce it, remove some part of it, and you can even select fade in, fade out as a special effect to add to your video. And you can also click to add bookmark, and you can always click play to play the video. Now that we have finished with the video section, we are going to go to the next slide. However, make sure to save your work so that even if Microsoft PowerPoint crashes, all your work has been saved, and you can just go back, click, and continue where you have stopped. Now we are going to add an additional slide, and again title and content, and here we're gonna have always to put the title, and here while we're clicking, we are going to select insert table, and we are going to select number of columns and number of rows. You can always play with it to change the information to match your need, and you can always play with it. So now we'll have again to type the data. Now our table ready. To reduce the size or to play with it, you can always just click on the corners and play with the content of the table. However, if you would like to change the location without the need of manual input of your data, you can always click Ctrl X of your table and you click Ctrl Alt V again. And here we're going to select Picture Enhanced Meta File. And as you can see, guys, now the data is grouped. So we are going again to click Ctrl Shift G. And we're gonna just click yes. And now, guys, while you are making this bigger, we can always just, if for example you have made a mistake and instead of typing and you type start, you can always just move the content itself and you can play with the content as you like without the need of doing any additional manual input. So instead of deleting everything and retyping again, you can just do this process and it will allow you to play with it as you want. You can also include Excel folder, so you can always go just to insert. Let's make a new slide for it, and we're going to click to insert an Excel file or an Excel spreadsheet into your presentation. You will have to create an additional slide, and here we are going just to reduce and go to the folder where our slides exist, or our Excel folder exists. So here we are going to click to select and we're going to drag, and we're going to release it here. The operation will take few seconds to 2-3 minutes depending on how big is your spreadsheet, and you will see here in the bottom the operation being processed. So for instance, I will just delete this text box and I will just drag it, and here I have exactly the table which I have in my Excel spreadsheet. So I can just give it a title and I'm ready to go. You can always click inside of it and try to edit it as you want, and it will directly re-guide you again to an Excel to edit as you like, and also to go from year to year, or from a spreadsheet to another one, or from a sheet to another one. So for now I will just click escape and I will go back. I will select the correct sheet and again escape, and I have my data involved. So the last thing which we will do now, we will add an additional slide. Sorry, I want just to show you guys that you can always add a chart to your Excel folder. So you will have just to reduce the size a bit of your table, and you click on insert, and here you're gonna select chart, and here you can navigate to select the right type which you want, line, bar, or whatever you want. So for me, this chart fits exactly my needs, so I'll just click OK to select it, and here the data is fine. So I'll just close this Microsoft Excel addition, and I will just reduce my chart. And here, guys, you will have the title of your sheet from the Excel which you used. You have the data from there, so you can always just reduce it and reduce the size of it and put it next to it, and it should be fine. You can always click to add additional data label, and also you can go and try to filter the content. So for now, for me it's fine. You can always put it in an additional slide if you want, and you can always navigate to change colors and also to change data, edit data, or select another different type of data, or even quick layout changes. So now we'll just go back, click on the left side and select new slide to add the next type of data which you can add to your PowerPoint, which is the smart art graphics. So let's give it a title. Advert. Now we are going to select or to click on this little icon, and here we're going to select the smart art graphic which we want to work with. You have on the left side all the type, list, process, and cycles, hierarchy, relationship, matrix, and pyramid, etc. And you can always you can always download when you are updating your Microsoft Office, you will always get a new or the latest available options. So for now, I would just select the one which fits. And here automatically it's giving me the one which I want, so I can always go back and select on the layouts type. And on the right side it's giving me the different styles. And you can always click to change colors if you don't like them. And here the text section, I will just input my text. So for instance, I will put it locations. Now that I have input all the text which I want to figure on this design, so I will just close the text. And here guys, you can always play to move it wherever you want, to make it closer, because you can always do that, and you can always go back by clicking on this arrow to go back to the previous location. And here you can always click reset graphic to reset it, and you can also convert. You can either convert it to a text or to a shape. So for now, I'm very satisfied with what I have done until now. So I will just go back to the location home to do additional editing. And here guys, I will just create a new slide to have it here. And I will just name it positions. I wanted to show you also that you can add some additional shapes. So you can always go to insert and you can select the shapes or which you want. You click on shapes and here we will have some forms. And you can always delete the text box. And this is the first shape which we wanted. And when you are inserting shapes, you can always change the style, the color when you are making them. So here I have the colors which will appear automatically from formats, and I can always change the color of it. And I will just add another few additional in the same way. So now after I have added all those shapes which I wanted, you can always click on any of it to move it wherever you want. It's much easier to use them than to use the smart art. So we're gonna just put it a bit. And now guys, you can also add arrows if you want to any location. So, and here we have the format, the size. As you can see, you can always play with it to make it smaller or bigger. And you can always just copy paste and to save you some time. And after that, you can edit the colors and the look of it. Whenever you try to move it anywhere, you will see those lines appearing to show you the alignment, which is quite handy and useful. However, if you want to make arrow with bigger size, you can always go back to insert. You click on shape, and here you select those top arrows, and you just click and you drag to the right to change the size automatically of it, so that you don't have to edit every time. And you keep selecting it if you want to change the color of it, and you click on shape fill, and you can change here the color by looking for the color which you want. And you can just copy paste again wherever you feel the need of pasting it, and again the lines will appear to guide the alignment. And again you just go back to format to change the color of the shape, and you go to shape fill to change the fill of the shape. Now our presentation is quite ready. We're going just to add some transitions to this slides. So we are going to go to transition section, and here you have to select one by one for each, or you can select one for all of them. So for the first one I want to have push. For the second one I can select always wipe. As you can see, there was none. On the third one I will select reveal, cut, and you can go ahead and do the same for all of them to select which one you want for each, so that when you are doing the presentation there is a nice transition happening from between the slides. And here guys you have the duration, so you can make it longer, or you can reduce it to be shorter. And on the sound, you can always click on sound to enter the sound which you want. You can put applause, bomb, breeze, camera, cash register, or whatever sounds you would like. And you can always select either on mouse click or after certain time frame. And you can always click preview to see how your presentation looks like. After that, we will go and add a comment. We'll select the slide to which we want to add the comment. And here on the right side, it will appear this little window where we can add our comment. And you can just type enter. So this comment, when you are doing the presentation, will help you to identify if you wanted to say something or you didn't want to miss something. And you can always just click next to add additional comments. Also guys, if you have some notes related to your PowerPoint presentation which you have saved in your Microsoft OneNote, you can always go and click on review, and you click on LinkedIn notes, and this will show you all the notes related to your presentation and saves you also time when you are working on your presentation. In addition to that, in the view section you can always change how the view looks like. You can go to outline view so that it will reflect all the component on the left side and the text content. Solid slide sorter, it shows you like pages, and also notes pages. And you have also the reading view, which is quite useful for your presentation. And the transitions will play like a magic whenever you press your mouse, as you expected. Now our presentation is almost ready, so we are going to go back to normal view. And the last thing which we want to go back to the title, and we would like to add a hyperlink, which could be an email address and which could be also a website. So we are just going to click and we are going to type www.incoming.com and press enter. So as soon as you press enter, it will underline the content or the website link, and this is, as soon as you click on it, it should take you to Google or Microsoft Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, whatever browser you are using. However, there is another option to add hyperlinks. You have just to go to insert, you click on it, and you select link, and here you can select the links or add or place the documents in a link, etc. Now we're almost done, so I'm going just to add date and time to my presentation. So in insert I will select date and time, and I'm going to select date and time, and you can also select a footer and slide number. So in the footer you can type what you want to do or what text you want it to appear, and you can always click on it and select it and change the size of it down. And here you have it. The same with, you can do the same with the text and with numbers also. And here we have the number of our slide, which we can make bigger, and the change should be reflected on all the other slides. They should reflect the number, the date, and the footer. So now our presentation is ready. I'm going just to save it. I will click on File, and here I'm going to click Save As, and I will save it on the desktop. And here, guys, you have multiple options. You can either save it as a PDF. You can look for PDF option to save it, and you will have your presentation as PDF. And you will have to wait just a few seconds, and the PDF folder should open for you. But it will not have the same utilities and tools as in my PowerPoint. So I will again go back to File and Save As, Desktop. And here I'm going to select PowerPoint 97 2003. Saving your PowerPoint presentation into a form of 97 2003 will allow you to open it with ulterior versions of Microsoft Office. So let's say for me, for instance, I have Microsoft Office 2016. If I want to open it on Microsoft PowerPoint 2013, 2003, 2007, or even 97, then by selecting this option, it should be possible. Otherwise, you will have a problem of compatibility and it wouldn't open. The next option is that you can save your PowerPoint presentation as MP4 video or WMV video, or even as pictures. I will invite you guys to go through all these options and choices to select the one which fits you the most. Now I'm going just to click cancel, and here I will go back and we will click again on File, and I'm going to select Protect Presentation if I want to protect it, to leave it to be opened only as read if I want to send the presentation to someone else and I don't want him to do some edit or to modify it. And the second option, I can always restrict access or add a digital signature or mark as a final, but the best option is to encrypt it with a password, and I will enter a password. I will select a password for my presentation, and I will re-enter again the same password, and I will press OK. Now as soon as I close my presentation, I will click Save, so that all the changes has been taken in consideration. Now we have two folders, as I said before. This is our PDF on our desktop, and here I have my presentation, and it will request the password to open for me the presentation. I hope this video tutorial was helpful to you guys. I have tried to show you all the easiest options and the possible things which you can do with Microsoft PowerPoint, so that you can make your simple presentation for school or for business. However, if you are looking for advanced options or skills or tutorials, you can always search on our channel. You must find additional videos. I made this specially as per the request of many guys in our followers who wanted to get some skills in PowerPoint for beginners. And please do not hesitate to contact us if you have any problems or any issues, or if you need help. And if you would like to encourage us, you can always press like, share, and subscribe to get our latest video. Thank you for watching, and talk to you soon in a new video tutorial.